How everybody doing? Martian Man TV. Everybody welcome in. Finna show y'all some footage of basically the new Georgia rule, y'all, that's in law, that's in effect, where they're going to use rappers' lyrics, audio and videos against them whether it's a RICO law, whether it's a murder charge. Basically, this is a new way to lock up the rappers. Even though we in the world where we supposed to be able to use our statutes to, exercise our rights and our amendments, free speech and yada yada this, yada yada that, Georgia then came up with a way to use these things against rap artists. And I'll let y'all decide if y'all feel like it's fair or not. Leave the comments down there, in the comment section below. Make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all like. With that being said, to my new people that's coming in, let's dive in it.
The High Court made its decision after a middle Georgia trial where a man was sentenced partly because he appeared in a rap music video. Atlanta News First Rachel Aragon is live tonight outside the Fulton County Courthouse.
Rachel, are there similarities to the YSL trial that you've been covering for weeks?
Yeah, it really depends on who you ask, but one thing is for sure, there are plenty of opinions on whether or not rap lyrics and rap videos should be allowed as evidence in trials.
I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used.
In the last year, there's been a lot of debate about the use of rap lyrics and videos as evidence in trials.
For too long, artists have been unfairly targeted by prosecutors.
In November, the judge overseeing rapper Young Thug's historic trial ruled some of the artist's lyrics will be conditionally admitted in court.
Depending upon or subject to a foundation that is properly laid by the state.
But will the Georgia State Supreme Court's decision to overturn a man's murder conviction over the use of a rap music video during trial have any influence on the YSL trial?
This case is about his lyrics.
Attorney Leah Abbasi, who's been following the YSL trial and stood before the judge for one of the motion hearings, says there are big differences between the Morgan Baker trial, which focused on what appears in a rap video, and the case against Young Thug, where the focus has been on his rap lyrics.
The state is trying to say that Young Thug's lyrics are autobiographical. They're talking about things that he has done. When the video issue in there was no even argument that Baker had any experience or any connections with what the lyrics were.
The other big difference?
The defendant in Baker, the case which was just decided, he didn't produce the video, he didn't write the lyrics, he really didn't have any control over what was in the video.
Abbasi says the judge's ruling to allow some rap lyrics as evidence under certain conditions is key.
And each time the parties do have to make the argument that, yes, they're actually relevant to what's going on, and the defense will object. It's not their job to show it's not relevant. The state has to show that it is relevant and that it's not more prejudicial than it is probative.
Now, the attorneys for Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. rapper Young Thug, just filing a motion this afternoon regarding that new Georgia Supreme Court ruling. The trial that could go well into next year is scheduled to resume mid-next week. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Rachel Aragon, Atlanta.
Relevant to what's going on, and the defense will object. It's not their job to show it's not relevant. The state has to show that it is relevant and that it's not more prejudicial than it is.
All right, y'all, we gonna stop it right here and get into this. As y'all seeing that Georgia made it their way to make this a point to come out with this new law to use against rap artists. And we knowing what demographic is gonna target the most. So I ain't really feeling that. I mean, even if I wasn't a rapper, I'm not feeling that. Did y'all hear what they said? They said that the prosecution trying to prove that YSL and Thug, basically, his lyrics is an autobiography. So everybody that rap, it's an autobiography. They saying all our rappers, everybody who a rapper, Boosie, whoever we name, it's their autobiography about the murders and dirt that they done did. And now, if you get caught up in the state of Georgia, they could prosecute you behind that, behind your lyrics, your rap album, your quote unquote autobiography. So I had to do a video about this. This for sure gonna stir up the industry, and it's crazy because it's a reality that that law exists in Georgia. And you know, we don't know if it's gonna spread to Illinois or New York or California or wherever else, but it's official in Georgia where situations like this, y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all really gotta be on point. With the YW situation, right? They held Melly out there in Miami for a reason, for a new law to come out, to hold the use against him, to manipulate their advances towards them trying to lock this man up. And they pretty much doing the same thing with Thug. Shouts out y'all to Thug, free Thug, man. What I've been watching, they don't really got no concrete evidence. I will show y'all the footage in my next video with, you know, Mr. Bean, aka, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say his whole name, but Mr. Bean. I like how Bean was moving with it. You know, Bean denied. He don't even remember when the last time he had a job. He don't know if it was 05 or 2013. You know, Bean just, hey, whatever, sir. If that's what the papers say, that's what the papers say, sir. That's all Bean keeps saying. So Bean was trying to avoid and dodge them situations. Shots out, man, to YSL co-defendants too. Like, you know, ain't nobody trying to go sit and do no time behind this. I've been watching it with this day 41, y'all. We going into maybe day 42. And like what I've been seeing and what I've been telling y'all since day one, since 8 months ago, they don't got nothing concrete to hold Thug on. That's why it's a whole RICO conspiracy, word of mouth type. We saying we got this evidence. We saying you guilty of this, even though we ain't saw you actually doing it, or we ain't actually saw you with the drugs, or we ain't see you actually start YSL, but the people you affiliated with, people in the streets, our police team, the feds, the whoever's saying that you are YSL. You are the head of YSL. So, you know, it's some Nino Brown, New Jack City all over again on Thugger. And Thug been pretty much, you know what I'm saying, being solid. Keep your head up, Thug. You know what I'm talking about? Thug been pretty much being solid. Because, y'all, that's really what it's all about. They don't have no evidence that Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, did anything. This is conspiracy. Conspiracy is word of mouth, meaning it could be lies entangled within truth. It could be truth entangled within more confusion, within more BS. So far, that's pretty much all what we've been seeing. You got Mr. Steele represent, I think Mr. Steele represent Thug. You got Miss Love. You got, I think Miss Love, the lady that put Mr. Bean, I think Mr. Bean is her witness. And I think Mr. Steele, you know, put him on there to prosecute him or whatever. So it's real crazy, man, with this whole YSL situation, but it's starting to be the same old. I mean, they felt like they tried to put a hat out the bag when they brought Mr. Bean up there. But like I said, he was dodging a lot of Mr. Steele questions. He was not really trying to answer them directly. he kept saying, his reply was, that's what the papers say. But he wasn't trying to AKA incriminate himself and say, that's his signature or this, that. He was avoiding a lot of that. Thug, he just chilling back. Sleeping half of the time. I don't really see no pressure on Thug, or like he really pretty much too much worried about what's going on in the situation. I feel like Thug chilling. Trying to basically figure out what his next move gonna be. Pretty much. I mean, that's why I got this right here focused on him. I don't feel like Thug pretty much worried about it. I think it's just a waiting game. As far as, you know, the Mr. Bean thing and whatever the prosecution feel like they got in their little program, or who took the plea deals, they don't really got nothing concrete. That's why we all feel like Thug eventually gonna have to be set free. Melly's situation, a little different, but the same. One and the same, but different. Thug, mostly conspiracy. Nothing really concrete that you could be like, yeah, he did that. Let's lock him up. I'm talking about they got so desperate that they even, his lawyer and defense team was trying to stop the prosecution from bringing up the rituals, the goat rituals. So I'm saying, like, it got to that point where the prosecution was willing to bring up anything to discredit Thug just based off his him being a rapper. It got nothing to do with his outside or his personal life. So y'all, that's where things get tricky. That's where things become unfair. As far as the thin line between you living your life outside of fame. This is why the fame game, so to speak, sometimes could, you know, not feel the best. I heard people say that, celebrities, where they didn't really enjoy the fame as much once they got it, because of situations like this. Like Thug, you know, he known for his music. So that's good ammunition if I'm accusing you of doing, you know, these type of things, and then these same type of things is in the music that you rapping about and the people around you rapping about. But think about that. That's hip hop, period. So how we gonna pick on Thug and YSL? You know, them solely. Or even if we go, you know, even if they try to throw the other rappers out there in the fire, how y'all gonna attack hip hop and attack rappers? When in reality, it's supposed to be poetry. We know life imitates art, but this is really us reporting our surroundings, our environment, or what we a victim of, right? Or what we've been exposed to. It ain't supposed to get to a point where they holding a rapper down that's affiliated with where he come from or his environment based off fame or his financial situations. That's where it get twisted. That's where we had a conflict of interest at. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna make this video too long. That's why I showed y'all the little 2-3 minute clip of the actual footage from Atlanta and Funk County, and you hearing it come out of their mouth versus, you know, me just giving my perspective on things without, you know, you feeling like it's holding no weight. You know, I'm gonna show you the actual footage. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. Much love to everybody. For those who new and ain't subscribed, please subscribe, extend the family. hit them like buttons. It's all free. It don't cost you nothing. And much love to everybody. I will be back with something special for you guys. In the meantime, between time, y'all stay motivated, and I'll hit y'all back.